All right, good morning, everybody. We're going to start just nice, good toe lifts. Keep it nice and simple to start with, right? Good. 4, 3, 2. We're going to lift our heels right then left, right and left. So roll through, ball of the foot and the big toe. My right foot's a little tingly today, so hopefully I can get the blood flowing through there. 4, 3. We're going to march in the center, just nice, good bicep curls. Bring the thighs up as close to parallel to the floor as you can get. We're starting to wake up the hips. We're starting to wake up that core as well. 4, 3, hamstring curls, tricep, press it back. So today we've got 4 circuits. We're going to do 40 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 3 rounds. And there's 2 exercises in each circuit. 4, 3, bring the knees back up, start to add a little torso rotation. And then at the end, we're going to do 4 core exercises, 40 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, and there's going to be no repeats. 4, 3, back to our curls, hand reaches over to the opposite heel. So we're trying to lift the heel up, take the arm down. 8, 7, 4, 3, slow deadlift right in the center, feet hip width apart. We're just going to think about hinging. So imagine you've got that broomstick. You're holding a broomstick and it's touching the back of your head between your shoulder blades and right at the crease of your glutes. Good. Hinge, 2, lift, 2. Your feet are tripods. You've got those 3 spots for support. 1 more. All the way up, slow squat. Slow squat. Stand tall, arm circles up and back, and then bring it back around. Good. Slow squat. Bring it up, arm circles up and back. Bring it back around. Speed it up. Down, up. Let's just go backwards here. So down, up, backward circles. Squat, stand, thumb up, pinky down. Squat, stand. Good. Just the arm circles. We're going to bring it forwards here. Bring it forward. So we're kind of doing the butterfly. It's okay if your arm circles are lower. I want the movement to come from your shoulders versus your elbows or your wrists. Good. Hold it in the center. We're going to open back behind us. Come back to the middle. Try to keep your hips pointing forwards. Just open the shoulder. So your hip bones stay pointing to the front. Good. We've got 4 more. So a little different today. We want to learn a little disassociation. Our upper body does one thing, our lower body does something else. Open, close. 1 more time. Open, close. Forward, step and reach. Forward and pull. Little mini lunge, little step. Drop the back knee down towards the floor. 4, 3, 2, side lunge, step it out, hold it here. Just a nice good side to side. Hips, knees, and toes are pointing forwards. 4, 3, 2, bring it in the center, keep the legs wide, slow deadlift. Stand up nice and tall, slow squat, and bring it up. This is one of our exercises today, is a sumo squat and a sumo deadlift. Now, you can turn those toes out a little bit to the corner. We're keeping that torso nice and tall. How deep you go is up to you, between you, your hips, knees, and ankles. Good. Last one. Bring it in the center. Heel lifts. Heel lifts. This is our stomp or our jump. We're just waking up those ankles a little bit more. 8, 7, 4, 3, step, touch, right, left. So reach and pull. Give yourself a little bit of space. We're going to double it up. 2 right here, 2 left, 2 right. Give yourself room. We're going to do our plank walkouts right here. So give yourself some space. I want to make sure you have space today. We're going to walk it out to a nice good plank. Then we're going to walk it all the way back up again. We do have a circuit on the floor, but we're going to be on our backs for part of it. And then we have some core exercises that we are going to do planks today. You can do an incline plank with a chair when we get to that point. So we're gonna do a plank to a bear. A little bit of a core challenge, but remember the nice thing is we only do it once. So if you absolutely hate it, then you only have to do it once, 40 seconds, and then you're done. So this is the last one. Walk it all the way out. Walk it all the way back up to standing. Bring it in the center. Roll the shoulders. Grab a quick drink of water. I'm going to turn on the fan. So first circuit is going to be lower body with a little upper body. We're going to do our sumo deadlift. We're going to come up with a curl and go into our sumo squat. So it's a deadlift to a curl with a squat. And then we're going to do lunges with an overhead press. If you don't want to do an overhead press, you can do a side raise instead, or you can just do lunges. That's perfectly okay. I'm going to do 2 dumbbells, 1 in each hand. If you want to do 1 dumbbell and hold it on the ends, you can do that too. I just like 2 dumbbells because my arms have to work independently, but it kind of depends on what's going to work better for you. I'm pretty sure Kitty got kitty litter all over my floor. Okay, sumo deadlift, curl and squat in 3, 2, and 1. So we're nice and tall. Sumo deadlift, stand tall, curl it, sumo squat, arms down. So deadlift, curl it up, squat, and stand. Now you can take your legs a little bit wider, just depends on you and your body, but wherever your toes are pointing, your knees need to point in the same direction. So that may mean that you have to bring your feet in a little bit more, or it may mean that you need to turn your toes forward a little more instead of to the corner. Here's 2 and 1. Carefully bring it in. Walk the feet in. We're doing 3 rounds. We're going to do lunge with an overhead press. I'm going to alternate all 3 rounds today. So I'm going to lunge it back, stand tall, press overhead. Keep in mind that if you're like, my shoulders are not going to like this, you can do a side raise. You can lunge, alternate your overhead presses. So you don't have to do both at the same time. We are doing 3 rounds. You're going to get plenty of shoulders today. So just nice, good push. Remember, we're going for strength today, so slow and steady. Don't have to speed through it. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So back, sumo deadlift, curl, and squat. 2 and 1. So deadlift, bring it up, curl it, squat it down, stand tall. So hinge, lift, squat, and stand. So if I turn, it's just like a regular deadlift. Imagine you're picking up something that's right between your feet, and then we're going to come up nice and tall. We're going to sit down into a chair. So you don't have to touch the floor. I want you to get that little bit of a stretch in your hamstrings. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Carefully walk it in. Getting ready. Lunge, overhead press, or lunge side raise. 2 and 1. Good. Lunge it back. Stand tall. Press overhead. Or lift it out to the side. We are getting in 3 rounds, so listen to your body. Maybe on the 3rd round, you don't do shoulders at all, and you go a little heavier and work your legs a little bit more. Go for it. Or vice versa. Maybe your knee is bugging you. 3rd round, you do just shoulders. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it in. 1 more set. And you may notice, maybe not, I lightened my weights. Good, deadlift, curl, and squat. So I lightened my weights because I knew we were doing 3 rounds today. So hinge, curl, sit, and stand. Normally we do 2, but this time we're doing 3. So it's completely normal to go a little bit lighter, or do 1 or 2 rounds heavy, and then your third round with a lighter weight. But hinge, lift, squat, and stand. Here's 2, and 1. Carefully bring it in. 1 more set of lunges, and then we don't have any lower body after the next circuit. It's upper body again. 2, and 1. So lunge, stand, press it to the ceiling. And it can be little lunge and press. Again, your knee does not have to get to the floor. We just want to make sure that we're not pushing that knee forwards. Your heel shouldn't feel like it's going to lift off the floor in the front. That front heel should feel nice and secure, planted. It's that one-footed tripod. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Dumbbells down, walk around, shake it out, grab a quick drink. We're going to move on. Circuit number 2. So it's upper body only. Add on rows and curls. So 1 row, 1 curl. 2 rows, 2 curls. Second exercise, tricep extension. Option 1, overhead. Option 2, kick it back. You choose what feels good today. So again, I'm going a little bit lighter. This will be light for me for rows, should be, and then okay for curls. We'll see how it goes. But count how many times you do your rows and your curls. I want you to try to meet or beat that number in the second and third rounds. But we're gonna give it a shot in 3, 2, 1. Add on rows and curls. So 1 row, stand tall, 1 curl. 2 rows, stand tall, 2 curls. And that does not mean sandbag it on the first round and go slow to make it easier to meet or beat those reps in the second and third rounds. But it also doesn't mean that you have to fly through your exercises. So I'm on 4, and we're getting close to being done. Here's 2, and 1. So I managed to do 4 rows and 4 curls. So a little rest, getting ready for your triceps. Overhead or kickback, either one is fine. Good, lower down, lift it up. Lower and lift. This is your overhead option. If you're doing the kickback option, if we're here and we're bringing our arms up to our shoulders, this really is more biceps. Try to get a little forward fold and really focus on only coming halfway down. So you don't have to come all the way to your shoulders when you do tricep kickbacks in that forward folded position. Remember, dumbbells work against gravity, so it's getting into that realm of physics. Good, rest, bring it down, wiggle the fingers a little bit. Round number 2, remember how many rows and curls you got. Good, time's on. So we're starting from 1, going right back and adding on. But challenge, you want to do 1 and 1, 2 and 2, work your way up. So that is your goal, meet or beat your count. Got about 10 seconds left. Here's 2 and 1. I barely made it, but I made it. All right, triceps, overhead extension or kickback. I'm gonna go single dumbbell this round. Good, so I'm gonna lower and lift. Lower and lift. Find a tempo. It can be down 2, up 2, or down 3, up 3. Slow and controlled both directions. Up 2, down 2. Down and lift. Slow and controlled. Shoulders are locked in. Elbows stay pointing either to the ceiling or to the wall behind you. Down, 2, up, 2. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it in. We got one more set. One more set. We're going to do our rows with our curls. 2 and 1. So hinging it forward. 1 row, stand tall, 1 curl. And you can adjust your weights if you need to. You know your body. So it's just a nice good squeeze, trying to count those reps. And I know sometimes we get tired, it's tempting, we want to swing it. We don't want to swing. Still want to control it. Good, about less than 10 seconds. I'm going to barely make my 4 curls. Good, rest. Short rest, 1 more set of triceps, and you can alternate your kickbacks or alternate your extensions. 2 and 1, so you don't have to do both. If your arms are starting to feel kind of tired, down, down, lift, lift. So lower and lift, lower and lift. Ribs are tucked, so we don't want to puff out our chest on these. Keep it tucked under. Down and up. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. And then we're going to go back. A little bit more lower body this round. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Shake it out. Walk around. Wiggle your fingers. Grab a quick drink. We're going to do a side lunge with a press out. And then we're going to do a traditional squat with a heel lift. So the side lunge press out, hold on to 1 dumbbell, step it out, press it out parallel to the floor, bring it in, stand up nice and tall. So 1 dumbbell, or you can do it body weight only and not worry about the press out. It's up to you. And then squat with the heel lift. So 3, 2, and 1. So hands at the chest, side lunge, press out, and then come up. If you want to alternate, go for it. If you want to do 1 round right, 1 round left, and 1 round alternating, that's an option as well. Make sure we're not stepping out and dropping our forehead down towards the floor. Chest is up, bracing the core. This is a little core work here. 10 seconds. Working my way back around to the front. Doesn't have to be super deep. It can be a step out and a press out. 2 and 1. Squat, heel lift. Regular squat, regular heel lift. 2 and 1. So squat, stand, heels up, heels down. Think about your body position. We don't want to do heels up and knees go forwards. And we don't want to do heels up and hips go forward with a swing. Down, up, top of your head to the ceiling, lower down. Down, lift, heels up, heels down. Kind of gripping the floor with your toes. Use those calf muscles, lift your heels. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Side lunge with a press out, or just a side lunge. 2 and 1. So step it out, press in, stand tall. Step out, press in and down. So a little bit of shoulders, but this is also core. So we're bracing our core, the weight gets farther away. It's a little bit harder for us to maintain a stable spine when that happens. So we pick something up, pass it out. 15 seconds. And again, it does not have to be super deep. Step, press, pull it in. Step, press, pull it in. 3, 2, and 1. Squat with a heel lift. Our last circuit will be on the floor, on our backs. 2, good. Squat, stand, heels up, heels down. Really focus on lower body. We're tightening our quads and our glutes and our calves, and we're bracing our core. So once we stand and we start to do that heel lift, we kind of stiffen up a little bit, hold ourselves steady. Because sometimes, yeah, we do the heels up, but then our knees bend and they pop forwards, or we push the hips forwards. It's all about those ankles and those calf muscles. 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. One more set. One more set. We're so used to doing 2 that 3 just feels like, wow, we're not done yet. 2, and 1. Good. So step it out. Press out, bring it in, stand tall. Step, press, in, and together. Now, if you want to make it harder, obviously, the deeper down you go, the more challenging this will be. Stabilizing with your legs, stabilizing with your core. But especially here, don't let that forehead drop down towards the floor. We don't want to lean and drop. Chest up, but ribs tucked. It's kind of weird to think about it. Chest is open, but belly button is pulled in. Good. Rest. One more set. Squat with a heel lift. 2, and 1. So squat, stand, heels up, heels down. Squat, stand, heels up, heels down. I like to think about holding. Can I hold my calf raise for a second before I lower? Down, up, lift and hold, set it down. So down, up, can you hold it? 1, and down 2. If you're really feeling the knees, like knees aren't feeling good, focus on your calf raises for the last like 5 seconds. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down, shake it out, walk around, grab a drink. We've got one circuit on the floor. We're going to be on our backs. So we have a chest press with a bridge. If you're standing, you can just do a chest press with a glute squeeze. So you can do a banded chest press with a bum squeeze, or just focus on the chest press. Don't worry about the legs, and you can do an incline chest press. But if you want to do a banded chest press, you press out, core brace, squeeze your buns, press, and in. Second exercise is pullovers with a leg press. If you're staying standing, you're just going to focus on press backs, and you can do 1 or 2 rounds of press backs, and then for the leg press out, you can do a round or 2 of a weighted march. So we'll do the combination. If you're standing, you can do 1 or 2 rounds of the first exercise and then finish with the other, so you get both. Or just pick one and stick with it for all 3 rounds. But we're just going to lift up into a bridge, hold your bridge, and do a chest press. And again, and you can even do an incline push-up with a glute lift if you want to, or just focus on the push-up. So 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Lift into your bridge, and we're just going to do chest presses while we hold that bridge position. So press up and bring it down. Press up and bring it down. And if this does not feel comfortable, take the hips down. Focus on your chest press. But if you can lift it up into that bridge, but if your heart rate is still kind of high and your body's like, ooh, I don't like this, focus on your chest press. 10 seconds. You can definitely feel heart rate is a little higher today, not in a bad way. 2, and 1. All right, 1 dumbbell or 2. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take one knee up and my hands are gonna hold my dumbbell, and as my arm goes to the floor, I'm going to extend out the leg. And then as I come back in the middle, I'm almost gonna think like I wanna put the dumbbell handle on my ankle. So pull over, straighten the leg, lift up, ankle to dumbbell. So out and then in. Again, if you're standing, straight arm press backs. And if you're on the floor especially, low back stays glued to the floor. This is core work, even while we're doing upper body and a little bit of legs. So out and in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, going back for our chest press, with or without your bridge. And if you're standing, banded chest press. Good, lift up into that bridge, hold the bridge, press it up, and then bring it back down again. Make sure we're breathing. We don't have to hyperventilate and stick to a specific rhythm, but I inhale on the way down, and I think about exhaling on the way up. Exhale on the hard part of the exercise. Focus on breathing. Nice, good push. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to our pullover. I'm gonna switch legs here, so I just bring my leg up like I'm doing a dead bug. Good, time's on. So dumbbell goes towards the floor, leg extends, and then we bring it up like we're going to tap the hand or the dumbbell to your ankle or to your knee or to your shin. But it's all about stabilizing that spine when we extend the arms and the legs. So again, inhale, exhale. 7 seconds. Good, rest. We have one more set. One more set. So bridge with a chest press, 2 and 1. So brace the core, tuck the ribs, lift the hips up, hold it, press it up, lower down. So inhale, exhale. This is also a good way to remember to do slow presses. Slow and controlled, because if you find that your breathing gets really fast, you might, and you're keeping your breathing rhythm with your dumbbells, you might be going really fast with your chest presses and your breathing is trying to keep up. Two and 1. All right, this time, since we're going to be alternating or doing both legs, you can start with both knees on the floor and your dumbbell to the floor and then do kind of like a march, or start with both legs up in a dead bug and then lower the heel. So it just depends on your starting position. The dumbbell pullover goes to the floor and the knee comes up and the heel goes to the floor. So focus on core work, low back pulled into the floor, ribs stay tucked. 10 seconds. Good, rest. Bring it in the center. You can set the dumbbell off to the side. Give yourself a little bit of space. Take a couple of really deep breaths. We are going to do a quick core circuit. 40 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, and we're gonna do it once. The first exercise is a plank to a bear. So you're gonna be plank, and then you're gonna come forward like your hands and knees, but your knees stay off the ground. So step back to plank, step forward to bear. If you want to, you can just hold hands and knees, and then lift up into bear, and then go back down. If you're standing, same thing. You're gonna be plank, and then it seems kind of weird, but you're just gonna kind of tuck your knees in, and then you're gonna go back. It seems kind of weird, but it's kind of the same thing. Second exercise, Russian twists. If you're standing, core rotation. Then we're gonna do crunches. You can do standing crunches or you can do weighted marches. And leg lowers if you're standing, mummy kicks. But 40 seconds, we're gonna start with our plank to bear in 3, 2, and 1. So plank, and then just come in like you're gonna be on hands and knees. Then step it back to plank. My hips don't go up and down. I'm not rounding and arching. I just bring it in, and then I take it back. Now you can just do hands and knees, lift the knees off the ground, and then carefully set them back down. So you'll just kind of do an up and down bear. It's a little easier, but it's focusing on lifting with your abs. We have 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna flip over onto our buns. Russian twist, Russian twist. With or without a dumbbell. If you're standing, standing core rotations. Little lean back right here. We just go rotate shoulder towards the opposite corner. If it helps your brain to add a reach, you can, or if it helps, like you're checking your pockets, you're looking for your keys, you're checking your pockets, and maybe it's your thigh pockets. You know, these pants have pockets on the side of the thighs, which I think is great. I think it's funny, there are more pockets in my workout pants now than there are in my regular pants. But just a little rotation, or if you want, just hold. If you don't want to rotate, you just hold. 2 and 1. All the way down on your back, just a basic crunch. Basic crunch, nothing fancy. 2 and 1. So just lift up and then slowly take it down. Lift up and take it down. Think about lifting your entire torso to the ceiling. So sometimes we try to bring our nose towards our knees. I want you to take your torso up towards the ceiling and then down. There's not a lot of movement in my spine and in my back. So I'm not arching and rounding. I'm trying to lift, I'm trying to levitate straight up off of the floor. It's not gonna happen, but I'm trying. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, legs up. Legs can be straight or they can be bent, and we're just going to do a heel tap to the floor. Time is on, so slowly lower one leg to the floor and bring it back up. Lower and lift. If you want to make this a little bit harder, if your knees are bent, try straightening your legs. If you're able to do this with straight legs, one at a time, go back to bent knees and then try to do both heels to the ground at the same time. This is a progression. It really is going to 2 legs, but we shorten the lever. Option 3, if you can do that, you can try to do both legs straight, but that low back, good rest, has to stay glued to the floor. Good, rest, rest, rest. Take those legs out, stretch it out, going into corpse pose or shavasana. Just give yourself a little breather. You can take a moment, grab a drink. If your drink is up, don't try to go from your back to standing without giving your body a little break. Well, we're gonna go into our stretching. We're gonna stay on our backs today. Let's take that right leg out straight. Pull the left knee into the chest, and you can grab behind the thigh or in front of the knee. Let's switch sides. So left leg out straight, right knee, pull it into the chest. Again, you can grab in front of the knee or behind the thigh. Good, let's pull both knees into the chest, but we're gonna keep our upper body down. You don't want to put so much pressure on that we have difficulty expanding our ribs. Just a little pull in, little gentle stretch on the low back. Good. We're going to take both feet flat on the floor, knees are bent. Let's cross the right ankle over the left thigh just above the knee, and then we're going to take that right knee and we're going to open it up out to the side like you want to look and see what's on the bottom of your foot. Hold it here, and then we're going to bring that right leg across the body and set that foot on the floor. So we're rolling to the left side, right knee is up and open, right foot is on the floor, and then our right arm can reach it up and back, stretching your chest and your torso. Good, release, bring it into the center. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So right foot on the floor, left ankle crosses over the right thigh just above the knee. Left knee really opens into that nice kind of butterfly type position, like you want to look at the bottom of your foot. Keep it open, bring that left foot across the body, trying to get that left foot on the floor. And our left arm is now going to reach up and out. Should feel a stretch in our hip, maybe a little bit of low back, chest, and biceps. Four, three, two, one. Bring it into the center. We're going to roll to one side, doesn't matter which, and we're just going to push ourselves up into a seated position. We're going to take both legs out straight, keep the knees as straight as you can, and we're just going to walk ourselves out and try to get closer to our knees, our shins, our ankles, or maybe you can get closer to your toes. I am rounding my spine a little bit here. Good, bring it all the way up. Bottoms of the feet touching. Let the knees drift out to the side. You can grab your feet. It's just a little press out. She's trying to figure out how to get into my lap. Hi, hun. All right, let's flip it over, hands and knees. We're going to sit our hips back towards our heels, reach those arms out. Nice, good stretch. She has just been the biggest cuddle bug the last few days. I don't know what's going on. Good, let's go ahead and pull ourselves forwards. So into a plank position, knee plank position, point your toes, squeeze the glutes. Option one, squeeze the glutes, drop the hips to the floor. Option two, you can come onto your forearms. This is a little bit less pressure on your hands and shoulders and your back. Option three, come all the way down onto your tummy and rest your chin on your hands. This is actually a spine safer exercise to stretch the front of your body without putting excess pressure on your back and on your hands and your shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Tuck the toes under. Walk your hands back to your knees. Walk your hips to your heels. Come to a kneeling position. And now we're going to come to half kneeling. And again, we're going to tuck our tail, squeeze our glute, little push forwards. And then we're going to take one arm up and give ourselves a nice good pat on the back. 2 and 1. Good. We're going to switch it over to the other side, preferably without kicking the cat. So half kneeling position, tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, a little bit of a push forwards. And again, just a nice good pat on the back. And apparently kitty scritches. Oh, good morning. Like I said, she's normally kind of a jerk, especially in the afternoon. But in the morning, she is just the biggest cuddle bug ever. Hi, I'm not picking you up. All right, let's take that front leg. We're gonna pull it back. We're gonna come up to a standing position. And we're gonna roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pocket. Shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up, look to one side, look to the other. Bring it into the center, big breath in. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, and exhale. One more time, big breath in and out. And you are all done.